and married tonight. About 1% of the population is genetically resistant to HIV infection. This patient in London got his stem cell transplant from one of those naturally immune donors. Doctors say that's what allowed him to clear the virus from his system. For only the second time in history, researchers believe they've cured an HIV-infected patient of the potentially deadly virus.
This is really exciting news.
The latest person, known as the London patient, had leukemia and received a stem cell transplant to treat the cancer. The donor's cells were missing a receptor HIV needs to invade T cells.
He has now stopped taking antiretroviral therapy for 18 months, and our researchers are unable to find any HIV in his body.
Dr. Rowena Johnston oversaw the team at AMFAR, the American Foundation for AIDS Research. She says this is more evidence that a similar treatment, which cured another man 12 years ago, can be successfully repeated.
The only people who are going to be cured this way are people who have both HIV and cancer. And whatever the kind of cancer is, they need a stem cell transplant.
Timothy Ray Brown is the Berlin patient, the first person cured of the virus after having 2 stem cell transplants. He nearly died from complications but recovered and is still HIV-free.
I knew I was the only person cured of HIV at that point, and I didn't want to be the only person.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, who was in charge of government HIV research, cautions this approach is risky, not feasible, and not scalable. And so while interesting, it really does not advance the field very much. But he points out that it may have relevance for gene editing in the future. Researchers say they also are monitoring a third patient who may be free of the virus as well. That patient has not been on medications for the past 4 months.